Hello, everyone. We're chatting today with Holly Golightlee Tarot. Where are you located?
I'm located in the Durham region area, but I do readings throughout the GTA and then on video throughout like the nation, basically.
That's amazing. How's the COVID summer treating you so far?
So far so good. I do live out in the country, so I'm able to kind of frolic on our land anyway. So I'm able to get out and see, well, not really see family because some of them are still in quarantine, but other than that, pretty good, pretty good.
Okay. Uh, so by the title tarot, I'm assuming you do tarot card readings.
I do, yes.
Yeah, how long have you
Um,
been doing that?
sorry,
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing tarot professionally for the last 2 or 3 years. But before that, I've always known that I've had the intuitive gift, let's just say, since probably around 2006 would be my marker, I guess. And then just from friends and family, just confirming it and being like, you should do this professionally. So that's kind of how I picked it up on a professional aspect.
Oh, that's amazing. So you've always had this calling, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's something that I've always had, but was not always able to recognize. Once I was able to recognize it more so in the last few years, I've been dealing with myself with some PTSD, and that's kind of triggered my knowledge of my intuition, let's say.
So, but how do you know it's intuition and just not some random thoughts that are coming into your head, though?
The best way I can explain it, like I guess everybody's different because I really don't know what other psychics or intuitives do feel, but to me it's like almost like an itch I can't scratch. Like until I really like target, I guess, what that feeling is and satisfy that, I guess that would be how I really know or have learned to fine tune it in a way, I guess.
Yeah. So, is there something that kind of triggers you? Is you use the cards to kind of trigger you, or is there something else?
I actually use the cards as an actual cue card. So it's more so I go off my intuition, but the cards with the pictures, I kind of know like different meanings for each card has a different meaning. So when pulling the cards, I kind of draw what my intuition is saying, also off of whatever I'm seeing within the cards. So more like cue cards or pictures, I guess, to go with to like illustrations to go with a story, I guess.
So it's not just what that image is or what that card represents. Like the textbook, um, it's more intuition than I'm assuming.
Right, that's where I draw mine from. Like I guess I speak somewhat, I guess, to spirit. So I connect intuitively to spirit. So I feel that I draw energy from it could be even past ancestors from the recipient of the reading, and then I just go off of my vibes and my instincts that I'm feeling, and then whatever the cards are kind of playing out for me as well.
Right, right. So, do you do any other forms of any healing or readings, any other modalities?
Well, I do within my tarot readings, I do incorporate aromatherapy, and I also incorporate the use of crystals within my readings. So I
Right.
do crystal meditations, and then I diffuse different essential oils within my readings to support the message that comes through for the recipient and to support where I feel their energy needs. And I also offer quantum healing therapy. So that's something that I've been certified in for the last I'd say the last year. So I do offer that, but with COVID, that's a little more tricky.
Obviously. I'm assuming aromatherapy is a little bit more tricky as well to do with a distance, but
It is. I still kind of like when I do my video readings, I still kind of diffuse the scent that I choose, let's say, and then I add that to the reading for myself, I guess, just to support the messages that come out.
do you ever kind of recommend different scents for different people based on their
I
situation?
do. Before every reading, I like to meditate on the person's energy. So I take about an hour or half an hour, and I sit and I think about, like, if I have never met them, I just think about their name, or maybe if I saw a picture of them anywhere, and I just think about them. And then I'll go to my collection of essential oils, and I kind of go with my intuition. Wherever I feel drawn to, I'll pull the oil that I feel like will support the person's reading. And then the same with the crystals. I have like a little case of crystals, and I kind of go in there and feel what I'm drawn to for that person. And then so I write them down before the reading, and then I do a pre-shuffle. And whatever cards happen to fall out, I'll write those down too, so that before I start my reading with the person, they already have like a mini little pre-read with what oils they might need or what I would suggest to them, and then what crystals, what they can go purchase and sleep on or carry around with them.
That's excellent, excellent. So let's ask some personal questions.
Sure.
You've been doing readings for a while. Can you tell me maybe one reading that kind of stands out in your mind as being like an exceptional reading that both maybe you or the client actually gain, some major insights in their life?
Definitely my first crier. My first crier definitely stands out. She definitely stands out to me. It was actually a really, really sensitive topic. She was in an abusive situation, and I kind of drew from that, but not so much told her what to do, because I can never tell or recommend anything to anybody. They kind of live their own life and do their own thing, but I would give suggestions to what maybe her cards are telling her, what spirit really feels that maybe would support her or direct her into a certain direction with that, or even resources, direct her to certain resources she could have used too. So that was a very special reading, but a very one that really stood out.
That's it. Okay, so that's one of the good readings. Can you tell me maybe one of the weirdest readings you've done?
I guess it's just the person was a little quirky, I guess. She'd never had a reading before. She only wanted to know if she was ever going to have a boyfriend ever in her life. It was just a really silly kind of reading, and the person was just very silly, just like constantly coming back, because I was at some sort of an expo, and they kept coming back, and they just wanted one more question answered, and it was just that kind of quirkiness. So that's kind of really the only thing that would stand out to me.
Okay. Now you offer other services as well, right? So I know we're advertising the half-hour or 1-hour sessions. So if a user decides to book a half-hour session, how would you kind of approach it, and what should they expect?
Well, for this specific expo, I will be including both the meditation, the crystal meditation, and the aromatherapy within. Usually I only offer that for my 1-hour readings, just because it does take some explanation, but I feel like with this type of an expo, it would benefit the recipient to see more visuals and to add more services for them to experience something, since we don't get to see each other in person. Kind of a give back.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Are you doing any other services, or are you offering any other promotions along with it?
Actually, what I am offering, I do offer monthly promos. June's promo was a buy one, get one promo. For July, I'm supporting a foundation called OUR, which is the Organization for Underground Railroad. So in lieu of me taking payments on my Instagram regular pages for the month of July, I had the link up, and instead of paying me, they were donating the donations to the organization. So it was kind of like a pay it forward event that I had going on for July. And then coming up in August, I'll be having a 50% off sale as well, where they can text the phone number, and everybody that texts, they get a 50% reading, plus their name gets put in a draw for a free reading at the end of the month.
Oh, that's amazing. And all the details on your Instagram page?
Yes, definitely. There's definitely a link in my bio for this month, and then I always add it in my stories every single month. I rotate it of what my promo will be.
Okay. we'll definitely make sure we put that on the website as well, so people can
Yeah.
connect with you through Instagram as well as through email.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Holly, for taking some time out just to talk to me. And I know you've got a busy schedule, and hopefully we'll have a busy expo.
Yes, I'm looking so forward to it. Thank you so much, Celine, for your time, and thank you for having me. And I look forward to meeting everybody
Yeah,
virtually.
it'd be really nice to actually meet someone in person again. But for now,
Yeah.
we're going to do it virtually.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking very forward to it. Thank you for everything.
Perfect. Thank you, Holly.